What's going on, guys? Back at you with another video this week. In today's video we're going to be doing a number 5 with a bald fade on the sides. We're going to start off using our wall reflections with a number 5 guard. Going to brush the hair out and begin to cut against the grain. I want to apologize to you guys for not having a video last week. Got a little bit caught up with busy with work, so I'll be having a lot of content dropping these upcoming weeks, hopefully. So here we're using my Andis MVP with a 000 guard, and we're going to create our first guideline to start the bald fade. Like if you guys have seen so far in my other videos and in this video, please remember to like, share, subscribe obviously, and all the love is appreciated. So here I have my Andis Masters with the lever all the way open. I'm going to go about 1/4 of an inch up. I'm going to create our second guideline, and this is what we're going to do to blend down back into that 000. I know in a lot of my other videos you guys usually see that I go 1/4 of the way up and I blend it out immediately. I knock out that line. In today's video I'm going to do it a little bit different. I just create my guideline where the 0 is, as you can see right there, about 1/4 of an inch up, and I'm going to blend down in today's video, and then I knock out that line at the very end. It's really up to preference. I've always heard that analogy. It's 1,000 ways to draw a picture, guys. It's just, if we end up with the same picture at the end, that's the ultimate goal for everyone. Just whatever you're more comfortable with. So here I have my Andis magnetic number 4 guard, and I have the lever all the way open, and I start knocking the bulk off, blending into that number 5 that I did on top. See right here, make sure you cut against the grain on that cowlick. You have no hair standing up at the end. Here I have my Andis magnetic number 3 guard. I'm going to start with the lever all the way open, which is the equivalent to a 3.5. We're going to start blending into that number 4. And as we blend it, as we go less up higher, we start closing that lever in increments, little by little, until we work it all the way down to a number 3. So here we have the Andis magnetic number 2 guard, and again, lever all the way open, which is the equivalent to a 2.5. We're going to blend into that 3 and close the notch in increments, and as we close it, we're going to go up less and less until we work our way down to the number 2. Here we have the Andis magnetic number 1 guard. Same pattern, guys, lever all the way open, equivalent to a 1.5. We're going to work our way into that number 2 that we just put on the hair, then close that lever in increments until we work it all the way down to the number 1. Here we have the Andis magnetic 0 guard, lever all the way open. blend into that 1, and close it in increments little by little as we work our way down. And here we're back to the Andis Masters, lever all the way open, and we begin to knock out that 000 line. Close it in increments little by little. And at this point I like to use the corners of my blades, as you can see, in certain areas. Always remember to use your mirrors, guys. The mirror is your friend. You're using the mirror that's directly at your station, or if you can use the mirror that's across from you. It's always better to use the mirror across from you, because it's like you're getting a view from the outside. You're stepping out of the box. When you're looking directly at a haircut, you can miss a lot of flaws. Here I'm just using my Andis T-outliner, just starting to do the shape up. This client really didn't want to shape up in the front of his edge, but he wanted the sides edged up. So here we're back, we're just cross-checking our work using my Andis Magnetic number 1 guard, and I'm just using the corners of my blade and just kind of touching it up just to get that flawless blend. It's important to remember, guys, you can't just follow these steps that I'm telling you to the T and then not cross-check or go back and, follow your steps backwards. Because if you don't, every hair texture is different, every head is different, and it's never going to come out the same. So you have to make sure you cross-check. Again, I'm using my mirrors here. Pivotal. Must use your mirror. Here I have the Andis number 2 magnetic guard. And if you remember, I already did the number 3 on that side of the head. So I'm just going right into the 2.5, lever all the way open. We're going to work our way into that number 3 and work our way down. Here I have the Andis number 3 guard. Like I said, it's always important to cross-check. I felt like there was still too much bulk at the top, so I open up the lever to 3.5 and I'm blending right into that 4. Back to the 2, and just working our way down. Here I have the Andis Magnetic number 1 guard, lever all the way open, which is the equivalent to a 1.5. We want to work our way into that number 2 and close it in increments all the way till we get down to the number 1. I will be having some videos coming soon using wall clippers. Andis has always been my go-tos, so that's why all my videos you guys see are usually with Andis clippers. But I'm going to be dropping some stuff with some wall for the wall people out there. Here I'm using the 0 guard, lever all the way open, and work our way down to the levers all the way closed. And now we have the Andis Masters with the lever open. We're going to start knocking off that 0 line on the bottom. As you can see, I'm very careful not to raise the fade, using the corners of my blade and closing that lever notch by notch until we knock that line out. Here I'm using my Andis T-outliner again, and I'm just doing the shape up on the side. Always try and follow the natural line. Really don't try to push your edge back on your clients. Here I have the Andis Magnetic number 3 guard. We're going to work our way into that number 4, the lever all the way open, which is the equivalent to a 3.5, and begin to blend down all the way till we get to the number 3. Here I'm using the Andis Magnetic number 2 guard, and same process, guys. Lever all the way open, blending down to the number 2, blending into that number 3 with the lever open with the 2.5. Here we have the Andis Magnetic number 1 guard, lever all the way open, blending into that 2 and working our way down to the 1. And as you can see, I go back and forth with the lever. I'll close it I'll open it back up. If I see a spot, I'll use the corners of my blades, and it's just touch-up work, guys. Here I have the Andis magnetic zero guard, lever all the way open, work our way all the way down until the lever is closed. And like I said previously, you can open up the lever back up to the half, to the, the 1.5 or the 2.5 or whatever guard it is that you're using, and just touch up your work, just cross-check. Here I'm using the Andis Masters with the lever all the way open, and we start knocking out that zero line. I said that blends right into that 000. And as you can see, the blend's pretty much done on this side. Now you'll see that when I use my 5-0 blade on my Andis MVP to knock off all the hair on the bottom, it creates a little bit of weight. Go back and touch it up. So here's the Andis MVP with the 5-0 blade. I'm going to start balding out the bottom here. As you can see, as I get a little bit higher, I start using the corners of my blade to try not to create a line. It still created a little bit of a line. Like I said, it created a little bit of weight, which is why you'll see I'll grab my Andis Masters again, and we'll blend that out. Here's the Masters again, and we're just cross-checking and just touching up our work here, blending out that little bit of weight that was created. Here I'm using the Andis T-outliner, and I'm just making sure it is balled out the back, get his neck real nice and clean. And here we're going to use the Andis shaver to finish the balding out process, and hence the bald fade. So listen guys, I want to thank you guys for stopping by again. Remember to subscribe, like, share this video, and I appreciate your time as usual.